Hey there. Welcome back to the lab. Tonight we're playing more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. So Goto, please, if you could turn down the sax. Alright. Okay, let's just play the game. So last time we left off, in the middle of a trial, right in the middle of a cross-examination, I believe, of Alita. She's quite suspicious, if I do say so myself. Alright, so here's the rundown. We know that Alita worked as a nurse at the Merrick-Tees clinic. She signed these medical charts for Waki Kitaki. And this chart said that Waki still had the bullet in him, and he doesn't have much time left to live. So I guess my current theory is that Alita married, or is trying to marry Waki to inherit the Kitaki fortune. And since Waki is dying, we'll just make that process go a bit faster. Now, what I don't understand is why she would want to kill Dr. Merrick-Tees in the first place. Like, I understand why she'd want to marry Waki, right? But I don't know what's her motive for the murder itself? How does that help her at all? So we know we found these slippers in the trash can at People Park, right? So Alita wore these slippers to People Park after changing out of her sandals in the Merrick-Tees clinic. Big toe print found in left slipper, right? What else do we have? A lamp. Broken bulb and a red stain on the cord. I don't know what that stain could be. It's probably not blood, by the look of it. Also, since we showed it to Emma Sky already, I think. There's a bullet. Also, in the safe. So, the back of the safe. Why was this in the back of the safe? Someone was trying to open it, and they were shot at. But the shot missed and hit the safe? Mirror, bowl. There's a bit of yellow paint here. Tracy's panties, that's Stickler's cell phone. Well, the gun was fired twice, so I guess the question is, when was it fired a second time? Right? Because for sure it was fired at the victim, Dr. Merrick-Tees. Is this the second bullet? Is this the second shot that we're looking for? It's hard to say because the marks. Can't really read the marks since the bullet's all like squished, right? Wow, it's all mushed. That was one tough safe.
You know, it looks kind of yummy.
Huh? No, it does look like a chicken nugget. Mmm. Bullet nuggies. Like ice cream. Mmm. Caramel. You certainly have an active imagination, Trucy. I guess Trucy's more of a sweets person. Okay, well, let's just go through this, I guess. First time I... half a year since I quit in January. Alright. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol. Around what time did you go to the clinic? I don't remember exactly, but it was after 9:30, I think. And that was the first time you contacted Dr. Merrick in half a year? Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with. So, why did you go to the clinic that day? I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. Doctor was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. You mean that act of malpractice on Walkie, correct? If he had just told Walkie the truth in the beginning, none of this would have happened. True, that operation was the start of this whole affair. Hold on. No, I don't want to save. That's the wrong button. I want to look at that chart again. Bullet lodged near heart. Wait. The fact that the handwriting was so different, I mentioned this before, it kind of bothered me, right? Because I can only assume this scribble on the bottom is Dr. Scribble, right? Basically, that's Merrick's handwriting. And then Alita Tiala, maybe she forged this. Maybe this isn't real. Maybe Walkie's actually fine. Oh. That complicates things. Maybe that's why she's trying to kill... Well, not kill Walkie. Kind of. She's trying to get him in jail. Right. I think my mic gain is a bit too high. Let me turn it down a little bit. How's that? Hopefully that's a bit better. I don't know. Alright, anyway. I could try to, like, make up a theory right now about this. Like, she wanted the Walkie fortune. Oh, not the Walkie, the Kitaki fortune. So she forged this medical chart. Without Dr. Merrick knowing. But somehow, I guess, Dr. Merrick found out. And that's why Alita had to kill him? Oh, of course. If he told him, he might have been erased by the Kitakis much earlier. A disturbing thought. We know that the Merrick's clinic had ties to the Kitaki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police, even if he wanted to. That's why I knew I had to warn him. Not hiding any dark secrets. No dark secrets, eh? What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. She's hiding something, I know it. You must have some evidence that proves it, too. You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. If I was an old friend. But then you'd be betraying Walkie, wouldn't you? No, I did it for him. For us. She went to warn him, so that her fiancé would not have to commit such a crime, yeah? I didn't want them to take my Walkie away. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. Do you know why she went, Apollo? Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast. And fast, he says. Alright. This is probably what I need to present on, right? Not hiding any dark secrets. What dark secrets should we present? Oh. There's fingerprints on here. Oh, that's Walkie's prints. So the defendant's prints are on this knife. That would mean he was here on the night of the crime. That's what I call irrefutable scientific evidence. Neat. Not so neat when it happens to be evidence against our client. Completely forgot about that. How do I go about doing this? Not hiding any dark secrets. This is the darkest secret I can think of, right? A possible forged medical chart. Like, this has to be forged. At this point, I'm convinced. But maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't know, though. With these games, I feel like I can predict things to an extent. I can see a bit ahead. But right now, not really sure where to go about this. Let's see the autopsy report. Right between 10:15 and 10:45, damage to brain resulting from bullet wound. Entry point right temple. Knife. Walkie's checkup report. Metallic object found near heart. Urgent exam needed. Okay, so this... I just said a medical chart was forged, but the checkup directly counters that. Just disproves that. Metallic... But it just says metallic object. It doesn't mean bullet specifically. So it could be anything. But I mean, it's inside his heart, so... What else could it be, really? Maybe I just present this, and see where that takes me. Objection! Oh, nice. There we go. My instinct was correct. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes? Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? Dr. Mertis didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report, and kept the truth locked away. Kept the truth locked away? Right. So he told Walkie that he was fine and he took the bullet out, but this one was locked away. But it's still strange why... I'm not convinced that this is real. Because not only is it in a different color, it's in completely different handwriting. Bad hair, Doctor. Doctor. Turn off my pain inhibitors. And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. She's silent. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation. Interesting. You were in the same position as Dr. Merrick Teese. Kind of makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents. This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly. Too bad, little attorney. Oh, here we go. Do we sense something? Dude, this music is... It always kind of like puts me on edge, you know? It's a bit creepy. The bracelet's reacting again. What is it, Apollo? I felt my bracelet vibrate just now. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday, like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. But I can't see anything, Apollo. Huh? And what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe. Yes, that has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine. Huh? I'm simply built different. I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or something. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Diiha's testimony. We don't know what her nervous habit is. Well, then what do we do? You have to perceive it for yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses. And it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow, touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. And touch it. So, let's see. So this is the new statement. Let's see what happens if we touch this. Eyebrows? Mouth? It's usually the fingers, right? Oh, she's fiddling her ring. There it is. Let's hear that again. Now, why would I... There it is. Confirm. Boom. Why go to the clinic for a half a year old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, she's probably that woman who tried to break in. Yeah, that person who tried to break in the doctor's office. Try to open the safe. It was quite clear, Miss Diihaa. You have a nervous habit. I feel like using this in court is not really the best thing to do, right? Like, imagine you're in court and you just say to the witness, "Ha! I found your nervous tick." I mean, who cares? It's still not evidence, really. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. I think that's a typo. What? She was unsure. I saw it. Now, that's the key word. Chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Eh? Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. Got her on the ropes now, I can feel it. Maybe the whole point isn't that it's supposed to... The nervous tick itself isn't supposed to be evidence, it's just a way to help press the witness even more. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. Chart became a threat to you now because of this. Is this the checkup report? It's probably that, right? A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this? Eh? Oh, nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh? I would think you were positively beside yourself, because you were afraid. You knew that Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. Excuse me. Only half a year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you. Oh, feathers are everywhere. Eek! Got her. That's all, Your Honor. What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So, the lady was lying, it seems. That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Merictes clinic, but her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. The Kitakis got a hold of this chart with her name. She'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? You guessed it. We have a prime suspect now. Order! Order! You did it. I broke her testimony.
Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you. Wait.
It's Tiala.
It's true that chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Waki and went home.
Bullshit. It appears this cross-examination is far from over. But what? She hid the truth from us. This is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination. Yeah, I was so close.
You're so close. Keep on her, Apollo.
This one's easy. I warned him and left. Now we know this is false because her slippers were found at People Park. How did Dr. Merictes respond to the warning?
Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky, even. Wouldn't be scared to learn Kitaki was after them.
Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday right here in this courtroom. Yeah, real impressive the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir. After which I carried you back to your chambers.
Sounds like the judge had quite a fright.
To be carried? Oh no. Nothing happened in Dr. Merictes' office that day, huh?
What about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo.
I know. But we can't prove when it happened, nor that Alita Tiala was in any way involved.
Well, let's try putting some evidence up anyway.
There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
You know why she went, Apollo?
Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast. Oh, so that's what we have to do. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left. Okay, so I thought I had to present the slippers because they were found in People Park, but... We'll have to... do something about this office situation. Okay, so what we found in the office was this lamp and a bullet alongside the chart, right? So why would only the bulb be broken? Where did this red stain come from? And why was it upright on the ground when we found it? There's also this bullet. Found in the Merrick's clinic safe, squished from impact. Oh, with the back of the safe. So obviously the safe had to be open, but there's no way to prove when this happened. I mean, at this point it's a 50-50, right? It's either the lamp or the bullet. I'm leaning towards the lamp right now because this bullet... Not really sure if I can prove when this was fired. Oh, but we do have the gun. We know it was fired twice, right? So we don't know when it was. Two rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. Lucas chart. Lamp. There's also no way to prove when the lamp was actually broken. But I feel like now that I think about it, the bullet's probably the right one, right? Because we do know that the gun was fired twice. Objection! Okay, there we go. You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this.
What's that? Looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually.
Wow. Great roast attempt, but it was only an attempt. This bullet was found at the Merrick's clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala. Objection!
Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic.
Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe.
Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that far.
But there is a problem. How can you say that that bullet was fired on that day? Objection back and forth. Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? The pistol was taken from the Kitaki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves the firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder. Excuse me. Not bad, Hair Forehead. Oh, we can actually look at the marks. Thought it was too squished to do that. Leif had this bullet analyzed immediately. 30 minutes later, a report arrives. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical. The plot thickens. Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was... fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position? The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe, which contained the top secret chart. Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Merrick's in order to open that safe? I mean, who else could it be other than Lita? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala. Order! Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness? Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kitaki's botched operation. She even got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him, and then the bullet finally reached its destination? What? It reminds me. Apparently, the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will. Nefarious. So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune? Objection. Oh. Who let you in here?
You keep talking trash about my Alita. And I'll sue you, lawyer man.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita.
What? I never said that. I think you mean accuse.
Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. Left me to die, so I left him to die too, there in that park.
Waki, just cool down a second, please.
You keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll... T?
Oh, she's revealing her true colors. Miss Chiala?
I'm sorry. I just... It's been so long since I've laughed so hard.
Something funny?
Waki, wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby? The signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita.
Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fraulein.
Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway.
So, the family fortune is what you're really after.
That's right. I wanted the money. No way, that's whack. They ain't trying to hear that.
Sorry, dude, that's what you get for simping.
Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question?
Who, me?
I believe you said you were going to abuse me?
Accuse.
Of what crime, might I ask?
Huh?
Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic.
What?
I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat.
Wait, but...
What are you talking about?
Trucy?
You had the most to lose if that chart was found. But I didn't have a pistol, now did I? Well, you could have taken Waki's. You'd think he'd mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is, "It was me, I shot him."
That's only because he's trying to protect you. Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point.
What point?
Certainly, the Fraulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe. But then... wouldn't she have taken the chart?
Oh.
You see? That chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. He's right. Miss Chiala.
Yes?
It is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé.
I'm flattered.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day. Don't forget. Another typo, I guess. It says judge on the text box. We've proven that you were at the Merctis clinic on the day of the crime. Merctis Clinic 2.
Yes, I went to the client that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the client later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You didn't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Merictis was shot in the temple or not.
You went back later.
That chart was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get the chart then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Merictis was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place.
Was it you? Figures.
Apollo! That sound, it came from behind this door.
Someone's in there. Break in. They left through that window. So you were the burglar.
It was you two. If only I had one more minute. And I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart.
What? It's trespassing, and brazen at that. Though she already broke the window. Come on.
Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? And besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. You're gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination. Admitting the little crime. Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Need some water. God, I love water. Okay. Went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. Why that day?
That brat was uncontrollable. He was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry. But the police didn't check the safe, did they?
Well, they thought the crime scene was the park. Now make sure the responsible parties feel the heat. Such sloppiness won't be tolerated.
Yeah?
I'm kind of thankful for that sloppiness myself, actually. Oh, likes it sloppy. Got it. Later.
When I heard what happened, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way.
Why did Dr. Merictis keep that chart around? It was clearly dangerous for him. You could have burned it.
Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance.
Insurance?
My signature on that chart, to be more specific. I made sure I couldn't betray him. I don't have proof I stole the pistol.
But you could have stolen it.
I could have. Is there some new definite...
Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was... Had a burp come up. Ugh.
Could have. Is there some new definition of proof?
We'll ask Walkie. He'll tell us.
Might I remind you, this is a cross-examination. You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself.
He's right, isn't he? Yeah, but...
But what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that brat was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging it out any further?
The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes?
So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot. That testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime. He was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. How did the judge get this one wrong? Mr. Stickler shouted from this direction. Location. Sorry. The bullet couldn't hit his right temple.
Silly, silly attorney.
What?
Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning?
Do you remember, Trucy?
I always have a glass of milk for breakfast.
Just milk. I can respect that.
What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Then why don't you show us, Air Forehead?
Show you? What?
Must I explain everything? Very well. Let's recap. The witness, Panties Guy, was standing to the north. Then where was the shooter standing? In what location did the killer shoot the victim?
Wait, the witness was standing there. Okay, I know what to do here. How could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I merely laid out the facts for us. It's up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us.
I don't think I've seen this pose before. The sprite. It's pretty good.
If you can, that is.
Wakikitaki was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Stickler, the witness mark, and of course Palmeritis was at the victim mark. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim?
It has to be someplace else.
As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location.
What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think?
Shit.
But what if they were a bit more terrifying?
Yeah, now I'm scared. Check him out shredding. Oh yeah. Oh, and and the penalty was doubled.
Like so.
The double penalty. Double penalty. Because, you know, yeah, that's just something you can do.
Air Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead.
Challenge accepted. It's justice time. I'm so lame.
Are you sure, Apollo?
He's the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here.
Now, I thought I was supposed to point here, right? Or somewhere around here, because that's where we found the footprints.
Slippers, I think. Yeah.
But the victim is facing directly north. So if the right temple was to be hit, then that means the killer shot the victim from inside the stand? That doesn't make sense, though. Should I place it here or here, or even here?
There's like a rock here, right? Maybe... There's no way. It has to be either here or here. Because we know there are footprints here. 100%. But... Yeah, I don't think you can actually be inside the stand. It doesn't really work, does it? I guess you could be inside the stand. Why not, right? But... this is... another 50-50. I'm doubting myself. I'm gonna go with... here. Because I know this is where the footprints were found. And this means Stickler couldn't see the actual killer. Because there's no line of sight. So I'm gonna go here. This is where the killer shot from. I hadn't thought of that. None of us did, Your Honor. And this explains the wound in the right temple. How? I hadn't thought of that. An amusing diversion, Mr. Justice. Penalty. Yes, amusing, like your career, Mr. Justice. Fine, rub it in. Perhaps you would be so kind as to try again. Oh my god. Alright, fine. They were inside the fucking stand. Okay, I think I got it right. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. Greedy. Look at these mind-boggling graphics. He shouted, just as he told us in his testimony. When the victim turned to look in his direction, a shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no. Oh yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand. Order! 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 So you're saying killer was inside the noodle stand? I guess they were. Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Merrick Teese, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along. There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place? Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in that stand? Do I have it? That someone was inside that stand. Noodle. Dune. This could easily fit a person. this was found in the trash can at the park, so not necessarily inside the stand. How can I prove someone was inside the stand? Can't. I'll just go with, well, too bad. Yeah, I don't have anything. Well, too bad. Kidding, just kidding. I've got it. Close one. Let's see it. There's proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. Okay, I guess I do have evidence. Proof that someone was hiding inside the noodle stand. Panties, cell phone, fingerprint powder. This would be the noodle stand itself, right? We do a zoom in. We see anything? Anything at the bottom? I'm at a loss here. Salt. Slippers. Latest sandals. Lamp. Walkie's chart. Bullet. I don't know. Really. Really don't. Alright, well, let's just do a basic process of elimination. No. No. Oh, howdy, Nivius. Good, good evening. Oh, technically it's morning, though, but, hello. Hello there. I'm out of ideas right now. Lucy's panties, no. Cell phone, no. That was found far. Nothing to do with the noodle stand. No. No. Started Ace Attorney 4, the Apolloing. Yeah. Where's my Phoenix Wright? They turned him into a hobo. No, I love Dad Wright. He's great. Apollo's alright so far. I don't know. Doesn't really, he just doesn't have that, spark, you know. Slippers, Lita's sandals, lamp, his chart bullet. I think Apollo acts more like the player. I think there's something to be said about that. Okay. Yeah, I did get that kind of sense. Like, he's very unsure of himself. He gets flustered. He's only human. I mean, if it's not the noodle stand, then what could it be? But I don't really see anything about the noodle stand that's odd. That really shouts, there's a person in here. Can't prove anything. Would I like a hint? I would. At this point, I'm down for a hint. You know. Maybe it's the slippers. Something had to happen before anyone could possibly fit on that stand. Oh. Huh. Okay. Is it the bowl? Are you telling me because one bowl fell out, we were able to, like, try to convince court that someone was inside it? I guess? It's a bit of a stretch, but it's honestly probably the only thing we have right now. Thoughts, Prosecutor Gavin? We have a choice between heaven or hell. Either our brains are damaged or our foreheads is. I wonder which it is. This court finds Mr. Justice's brain faulty. By majority vote. Excellent. Okay. Oh, time to pick something else. No! It was wrong. Oh gosh. It's okay. I don't blame you. I simply made the wrong choice. Right? You thought it over a while and was feeling confident in it? That's, you know... Sometimes we're just wrong. Sometimes we all make mistakes. I'll just go with my original gut instinct. Nope. Oh boy, now I'm at 1 health. That's great. I love this feeling. Being on edge. So it has to be something. Something. Fingerprint powder. Merrick's autopsy report. Honestly though, your hint was probably better than whatever the real answer is, because right now, I do not see the logic in any of these. I mean, this came from the stand, it didn't work. Knife. Milwaukee's prints. Noodle stand. You think you remember? Do you tell? Please, share with the class. Little Plum's bloomers. Is it the lamp? There's no way. Slippers. Pistol. Walkie's chart. Bullet. Okay, this is dumb. There was something found at the scene of the murder that hadn't been discussed yet, but must belong to someone. Slippers? Really? I mean, it has to be this. I was so focused on the noodle stand aspect of the question. They asked me, what's the proof that someone was in the noodle stand specifically? If the question was, what's the proof that there was another person there? Then I would have said, there's slippers. So I was just looking through all the noodle stand related evidence, and there's just only two. There's only the bowl and the noodle stand itself. If this is the answer, I'll be a little bit angry. Ace Attorney likes it's adjacent to what it wants questions. Yeah, it really does. Oh, here we go. The Merrick T's clinic. And they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene. I'm shaking my head right now. If I had a better model, you would see me shaking my head, but alas. I am bound to the life of a sprite. And a single slipper print was found at the scene, right next to the noodle stand. Okay, so the slipper print was found next to the scene, but there was no way for me to present the slipper prints. I need more evidence. I feel like all the prints should be also in my evidence so I can present that. That would make more sense. Game is garbage, 0 out of 10. No, the game's perfectly good. It's just, you know, everything could use some improvement. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. Yeah. In other words, this is proof that you were inside the noodle stand. Eek! Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith? Observe the diagram. Park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. Slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path. Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah? Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground? That's just dumb. One more thing. Yeah, that is just dumb, because we found them both in the trash can. The noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there. Okay, so this is where we... So we have the slippers found in the trash can to contradict that first point. Now we have the bowl to contradict that other point. Like you said, yes. You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand? I feel like this is the question they asked earlier, right? Like, what's the proof that someone hid in the stand? Whatever.
Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I've figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be...
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand? I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. Alright, here we go. This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldoon's noodles noodle stand. That's a mouthful. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. Excuse me. In the lobby of the Merrick's clinic. Oh, right. We found those in the clinic. You know, I completely forgot about that. I was wondering why all those bowls were there. It's not part of the court record, so I was like, I completely forgot. It said retrieved from Eldoon's house, and I had no pictures of the office to look at, so this went completely over my head. A weird detail, yeah, it really is. A large quantity of bowls, of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic. Mr. Eldoon was very clear about those bowls. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was a space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Merrick's clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala.
Stop!
I think we got our victim. Our killer.
I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. The worst lines than that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale.
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. He would have horrible pickup lines. He really would. He's like a 19-year-old with like slang from 2000. I don't know, when did this come out? 2004? 7? The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill by Dr. Merrick's.
Yo, babe, are you an angel? 'Cause you're such a babe. Babe? God. More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
Then please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Merrick's pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Oh, maybe she was threatening Dr. Merrick's. Somehow. Time to get to the bottom of this case. Tiala's explanation.
That night, I went to ask Dr. Merrick's for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. But Dr. Merrick's didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself.
I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report, and that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. Oh, I guess it's time to use my bracelet powers. So, you did go to steal that chart.
Listening, I said I asked him for it.
The victim was a man in good health. I don't see how she could have coerced him. true. It would have been impossible without a pistol. But what if she did have a pistol?
I'll admit I wanted the chart, that much is true. My reason was simple.
No intention of ever letting the chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. Why not? It certainly would have put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say. Right, it did have her name on it.
Not only that, if the Kitakis had gotten that chart, I'd probably be with Dr. Merrick's now, pulling that great noodle stand in the sky.
It seems our witness was in a fix as well.
Who would want to die pulling a noodle stand? When I die, it will be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act.
Could we be a little less morbid, please? Trucy.
So you see, I needed that chart.
Never change, Trucy. Dr. Merrick's didn't understand. He didn't understand.
He wouldn't listen to a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. I thought, what a sad excuse for a man.
Please don't smile like that anymore. It's creepy.
He was practically delusional. Thought the Kitakis had sent me.
Yeah, because you were holding a gun. They sent you.
I thought the Kitakis had sent me to get the chart.
It makes sense. You are their son's fiancé.
Don't make me laugh. The Kitakis send me? They don't play that way. If they'd known about the chart, they would have gone in there with guns blazing. I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
That was really all that happened. What were all those noodle bowls doing there?
How should I know? There weren't any bowls when I went. I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else, alright?
Do I detect uncertainty there? This is my last chance.
Apollo, any word from your bracelet?
Yeah, actually. Failed to respond.
I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo.
Time to perceive the truth. Here comes justice. Every time I have to read that, I chuckle. Came up and went home. All I did was talk to him. Oh. Here comes justice. It's so lame. It almost like loops around. Like, if once he says it enough, and once you say it out loud, you convince yourself it's cool. Let's see if she's doing anything. So I gave up. Went home. Doing anything with her hand here? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this has to be it. Okay, so you can have multiple nervous tics. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. There we go. It's pretty dorky, which makes sense because it's Apollo Justice, yeah. Apollo is the dorkiest of dorks. I mean, listen to that. All I did was talk and lie. The nerd emoji. You don't have to come at him like that. You don't have to immediately choose violence. He has a sense of pride, you know. You have to let him keep the little ego he has.
What? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence, and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words.
My twitch? What are you talking about?
You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
What? What?
This is working better than I had hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth.
It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? Seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Merctis clinic office. No, take off that scarf. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened. Is it the bullet? Or is it the lamp? It has to be the bullet, right? Oh man, if I lose this one, I'm done for. Well, here goes nothing.
I knew you were bluffing.
Huh?
You could tell by the way you fondled your spiky hair.
She found my habit. And I'm dead. Great. Oh no. Oh no. Guilty. Undergo a regular trial at the High Court within a month's time. Court is adjourned. Oh, see ya. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, I can try again. Nice. Oh, beautiful. With full health. Perfect. That's so much better. Man, how is this not in the HD trilogy? You'd think that they'd add a basic feature like this in. It sucked so much when I played the first 3. When I when I got a guilty, I had to like fast forward through everything. I felt like I had to save so often. Okay, well, that's good. I feel now I don't have to save as often. Anyway. These are bracelet vision. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha!
It's like you got a Pokemon or something. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, if it's not the bullet, then what is it? It's gotta be the lamp then, right?
Oh, what's that?
You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken. There's a red splotch on the cord. Oh, I thought we already figured out that wasn't blood. Or is it blood? Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
Oh, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me.
Very well. The answer is very simple. Miss Alita Tiala, please remove your scarf.
Eek!
Mind broken.
Objection!
This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf.
I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove...
Unrelated third party, she says. Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No. No.
I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala? Gonna be a big... Oh, shit. Your neck. Oh, your neck? That isn't what I think it is. Oh, shit. So Dr. Merrick Tease tried to strangle her. Jesus. Something did happen that night at the Merrick Tease clinic. You needed to get that chart back, no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it. But wait, looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Merrick Tease and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Merrick Tease clinic. Oh my, how many fucking feathers does she have in that? They flap on their own. How neat. Order, order, order. Will someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Merrick Tease.
Warn, in gigantic quotes.
That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you.
Looks like, Merrick Tease's voice. What the hell does he sound like?
Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. If I'm going down, I want some company. You! And what happened next?
You jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then you took the cord. Pal Merrick Tease was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me.
Oh shit.
I must have blacked out.
If you blacked out, then... So, you were the victim. Ugh. That explains a lot. I was wondering why Merrick Tease was the one carrying the noodle stand. It's because the body inside the noodle stand was probably unconscious. Alita. She was unconscious from the fight. So she was put in there. I don't know how she got the gun. Maybe she still had the gun with her. Kind of careless of him. But I guess she woke up somehow. Killed Merrick Tease. Now the question is, what did Merrick Tease want to do with Walkie? Maybe he arranged a meeting of some kind. And the red splotch on your cord was your lipstick. Oh, lipstick. Okay, I thought they were going to be like, oh, it's blood, but then I would be confused because we already proved it's not blood, but lipstick. That makes sense.
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
I was out cold, almost killed. You claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. How could I?
Ah! one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Merkti's clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. But she's not completely absolved of guilt, right? She still could have shot him. Although, I guess the fact that she was unconscious when she was put in the noodle stand was very... That was very important. It makes it very unlikely that she actually shot him. Because honestly, there's no way. There's no way that the gun was also in the noodle stand. So who shot Al? That is the question. Can't be Walkie. There's no way. Can't be Stickler. He's an idiot. And telling me that there's another character that I haven't considered. There's no way it's Eldoon, right? Yet if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala. When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well, let's finish the cross-examination of this... Yeah, Trucy. Trucy has the right mind of it. Oh? Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock. It's time to rock. What? Those spikes in your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way? Prosecutor Gavin? Merktis choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next?
He's right. There's more we don't know.
But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Alita Tiala, half dead, Dr. Merktis pulling that stand, and a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand.
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you?
It's you, Prosecutor Gavin. Me? Fraulein, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Walkie saw his checkup report, but he learned about the bullets still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Merktis some of his own medicine.
Miss Tiala heard about this from Walkie, so she went to the Merktis clinic ahead of him, in order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then, something happened.
It sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Dr. Merktis? That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala, perhaps, he thought, to death. What did he do after his crime?
I was just knocked out, not dead.
From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Air Forehead, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what's Dr. Merktis do? Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Are you serious? A doctor mistakenly thought that he killed someone? I think that a doctor would know if someone was dead or not. Do you have evidence to show what he did next? But is there like a shovel or something? Was he trying to bury a dead body? Bullets, he's charred, noodle stand, knife, lamp, Polita sandals. Oopsie, guess I committed some malpractice. Dr. Palmer. Meractic malpractice.
Oops, that was not medicine.
It would be easy if there's a shovel here, but... What the hell was he trying to do? I mean, bury a body is likely. I can't think. Too busy jamming. Rocking out. This track does kick ass. It does. Maybe it's the sandals. Maybe it's the slippers. Yo! Manifest. Thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thanks for enjoying my stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. Got you, heart? Oh, thanks. Anyway, I think it's the slippers because, well, if Alita was unconscious at the time, then the only way that she could have changed into these slippers is if someone else did it for her. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, I think I got it wrong. This evidence shows what he did next. Shows what, Air Forehead? Your sick your smile has a sort of sick desperation to it, Mr. Justice. What? This smile? What a goof. Let's try again, shall we? What did Dr. Merktis do? Maybe he did think he killed Olita Tialo. What do I have? Oh god. I really have nothing. Okay. Well, let's just try to do the tried and true method. Process of elimination. I need water. Okay. Attorney's badge. No one gives a shit. Map. No one gives a shit. Mirror. No. Bull? Maybe? Tracy's panties. Cell phone. Fingerprint powder. Maybe it's the bull, honestly. Because show what he did next. Maybe the answer is like he removed all the bowls and put her inside. Honestly, looking through all this, that's probably it, right? Yep. Okay, I feel like this was already... I felt like this was already, like, understood, right? Maybe I skipped a few steps. A large quantity of bowls were found in the clinic. And bowls that belonged in a certain noodle stand, which means the stand was at that clinic. Why? Because Dr. Merktis stole it and brought it there.
What, killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand?
Maybe it's just now coming together in the grand time limit of the events that night? Yeah, I guess so. It wasn't so random. Remember, he removed all the bowls.
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. Oh, wait, you don't mean... I do. Dr. Merictis did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. I still am having a bit of a hard time believing that a doctor, no matter how bad he is, would think that a living body was dead. You ever heard of a pulse, Dr. Merictis? Heartbeat?
My corpse?
Dr. Merictis panicked. He thought he killed you. His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. How crazy?
Then let's think about it. Logically, the doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but that defendant, Walkie-Talkie? I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? The park is a dead end. Nobody head in that direction to begin with.
That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination.
What?
Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Merictis was heading with the stand. Please show us with the diagram. Where the victim was dragging that stand? I guess he didn't have a shovel, so he wasn't planning to bury it. Not in the trash. That's not going to fit anyone. It's the river. There, that's a river. Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. Perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was going to throw me into that river?
The trash was a pretty good idea. You're not wrong. Alita is pretty trash. You didn't have many other options, Fraulein. I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand, and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then, the denouement? I've never seen this word used before. Oh well. Wesley Stickler, of panty-snatching fame, walks up. Feel like we have to mention that he's a panty snatcher every time we mention his name. You forgore? It's okay. I forgore too. Actually, it's not really forgore if you never knew in the first place. As he deserves, indeed. Seeing the two men, he shouts in that instant. Gun. Pew.
So, I shot him?
You were the only one who could have stolen Walkie's pistol. It had to be you. But why did she still have the gun on her? Dr. Merictis is so dumb. Pal, look, you can't even tell if your body's alive or dead. You can't remove a bullet from a dude. You can't even remove a gun from your own victim's body. Oh, Miss Tiala?
Nice work.
You mean I'm right?
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story to get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Merrick's pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? There's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak.
Whereof what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin? Must I always be the one to point out Air Forehead's errors? Maybe there really is something. I believe the Fräulein speaks of her doctor's car. His car? Oh, that car is his. The green one.
That's right. The Merrick's clinic has that big garage.
Which side? A green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he could have used his car.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. In our defense without a case.
I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
What an excellent counter-argument, Fräulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Don't tell me you've forgotten about what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
That's right. That night. The car that hit Mr. Wright. Look at him, it's just chilling there. He knows he'd be fine. What a badass. That's our Nick. It was that green sports car. Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it. Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car?
Mr. Wright is just impossible to kill. He really is. He fell off Eagle Bridge, or no, he fell off the burning bridge into the Eagle River. A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. What's wrong with my forehead? No! Came out with a cold. He really did. Order, order, order. Oh, Mr. Justice. Why didn't Dr. Merktes use this car to carry the body? Is that a groan of surrender I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. Everything I've learned. Let's save. Oops, I went to the title screen. Well, let's just continue. From save point. Alright, anyway. You know, the quality of life in this game is genuinely better than the HD trilogy. It's so easy to just get back to where you were. The only thing that could be better is more save slots, but, you know, can't have everything, I guess. Actually, there's a lot of things that could be improved. I feel like with every visual novel, there should be like a button or something that lets you review the text, like the text log. It allows you to scroll up and see everything that's been said. Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. The next game has that. Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait. This truly is your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night. Review everything we know. Someone else stole the stand. That's probably not true. The car didn't run. Oh, there were panties stuffed in the car. Maybe that's why it didn't turn on. That's why it can run. The exhaust was clogged, basically. Carried the body in the car. No, he didn't. Our whole argument is based upon him carrying the body in the noodle stand. It has to be this. I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Merictes couldn't use his car. Well, look at that, Trucy. You are the star of this case in the worst way possible.
Huh. Now you're making even less sense than usual.
Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple. If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night. Here you go. Allow me to present to the court one more time Trucy's underwear. Well, prop underwear, but underwear nonetheless. Let's see now. Panties! Again? Again? Yes, again. I never thought I'd have to bring that up again.
All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth.
I feel like you know what? Never mind. Another crime was committed that night. Was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, Snatcher was caught in the act. She has to be trolling. I feel like she has to. Right? She's gotta. She's a magician after all. And she does a little trolling. A little bit of trolling, a little tomfoolery. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. In the Merictes Clinic garage.
What?
The Snatcher hid the panties before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them? Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. Oh, from Gavin's bike. Gavin's busted bike. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin.
So were you here investigating?
And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog. I feel like people use hog as a name for something else nowadays. So, take that as you will. Gavin fans. My motorcycle won't start. Clogged exhaust pipe.
Too bad. Looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break from just that.
Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run.
My, how interesting.
While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Merictes garage. From that time, until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start.
What? That's why Dr. Merictes had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of.
Well, Miss Tiala, this wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think.
So it does. Where am I? So dark. Can't see. Cramped. Pain. Oh, my throat's burning.
What's your problem?
You, Doc. I know what you did. Walkie? You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man.
Wait, let me explain. Merictes' voice does not exist.
Fine, I'll give you your last request.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think.
It's not just me. No. He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him.
Caesar wants you too. Stop, said Stigler. Truth comes out. You're still smiling.
Honey, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad.
He's taking it like a champ, huh? There is still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler.
He went to use a public phone to inform the police. Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Marquise didn't bother taking my slippers off. Threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though.
That was your mistake.
No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice.
Yeah?
I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you.
Oh. She went to me because she had no faith in me. Oh, that... Ouch. Oh, there, Apollo. I feel like he needs a good pat on the back. I believe we reached a conclusion of sorts. Pour one out for my boy Apollo. Yeah, I'll drink to that. Drink water, that is. Prosecutor Gavin, how's Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think you already knew. You'd figured out she was the killer a while ago. And you still took the case? I guess you figured it out in the middle of the case. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the past 2 days. You lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something the matter? Her forehead? Looks like it's time to announce a verdict. Not guilty. Woo, the confetti. Still here. Court is adjourned. We like to have fun in this courtroom. We install confetti launchers on the ceiling in every courtroom in this courthouse. June 17th, 4:12 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Great job, Apollo, you did it!
Yeah, we did, somehow.
Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank.
Wait, he's still gonna die though, right? Unless that chart is still faked, like I thought it would be, but I don't know.
Hey, attorney man. You gonna pay what you did to my Alita, Holmes? Or to blame, I guess. You give my Alita back. Stupid pointy-headed attorney with a death wish.
Enough, Waki.
Hey, it's big wins.
Ah, Mr. Kitaki. It's high time you opened your eyes, Waki.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman.
Don't talk about what you didn't understand, Waki.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out.
If not in jail. Wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help them out. You know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money? Maybe we should tell Waki. Oh, Waki, Apollo has something to tell you.
Oh, I do? Oh, way to put me on the spot.
Yeah, was that? Show him the reason why, Apollo.
Why is Mr. Kitaki trying to become a businessman? To pay for Waki's surgery, I guess? What do I present, the checkup or the chart? I don't want to do a coin flip. You guys have any hints? Maybe it's just the checkup because it's more recent? Can you check the evidence? Waki's checkup reports, results from a checkup performed in June. Metallic object in your heart. And then... bullet lodged in your heart. Waki Kitaki. One will be clearer? I mean... they kinda say the same thing, right? I mean, I'm leaning towards this one. Because it's more recent. And... it's like part of their whole checkup process to be part of regular society. As good as you can get. I hope so. Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition. Okay. These always stress me out. I can't... I should save before them. But you can't save in the middle. That kind of sucks. Talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. Clean money.
She doesn't mean you aren't really, are you?
Oh, this is a new sprite. He looks actually okay now. Search the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Waki. It's an expensive, but it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but you got plenty of money already, didn't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean. Oh, what a good guy. Oh, opening his eyes. Please understand, Waki.
Dad.
You know. You know things are getting real when the dad with the huge eyebrows shows his eyes. No, he's gonna cry.
Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Waki? Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Kids.
My, Waki.
No, it's as it should be. You know, he kind of looks like Eldoon. Doesn't Eldoon really have a... kind of has thick eyebrows too, right? I mean, kind of. Probably just a coincidence. You look so nice now. Mr. Kitaki. I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words. Doomed to be a crime lord in exile? That'd be incredible. But I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who, me? I don't think. Someday. I'll make you one of our latest. The Kentucky lime pie. He's opening a pie shop? So long. See ya, big wins. And he was gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency.
Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
Oh, we make a good team. Don't just stand there. Let's get going.
Huh. Why not? She did help me out. There's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. In my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. I mean, I do. I think he's great.
Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first.
Oh, where?
Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Aldoon.
Ah, salty noodles. Right. Gotta stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's special, all right.
Please, anything but him. The end. What a nice case. Turnabout Serenade is next. Yay. All's well that ends well. Brand new episode has been added. That was a good one. I liked it. I actually, now that I think, there were definitely some things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I did like the vibe of being around town, of how like multiple occurrences kind of connected to each other. How Mr. with how Nick's hit and run was like connected to the actual murder. You know. But the actual like mystery itself, I still thought it was dumb. How like, extremely dumb how Alita still had the gun. The whole panty thing could have just not happened. Yeah. Yeah, I felt like they kind of overstayed its welcome. Or I guess it was important at the very end, but I felt like they brought it up a lot. But still, the whole Alita having the gun thing, while she was still unconscious, is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Everything else like kind of made sense. I was willing to believe that. But yeah. Anyway, new episode. Let's start it before we end the stream. We'll give you a little teaser. Her having the gun made no sense there. Maybe she stuffed it in a bag while she was being strangled. That is definitely pushing it. Because A, she already shot the gun, so yeah, she already shot the gun because we saw the bullet inside the safe. So Al Merites knew that she had a gun. I guess he just forgot. That's really it. Well, I guess negligence is something you should expect from a doctor that regularly commits malpractice. But that's all it's all water under the bridge right now, I guess. Serenade. I wonder what this is about. Almerites was dumb and panicking. But he threw the gun in the car so he could discard it with her. Yeah. Wait, who was the perp in the hit and run anyway? It was Pal, right? Who was driving the car? I mean, it was Pal's car. So I guess it had to be him. So he tried to I guess it was an accident. He accidentally knocked over a bunch of paint on the Kitaki's like estate. He did a hit and run on Phoenix Wright. He did malpractice again on Waki. Tried to strangle his own former nurse. And he tried to dump that nurse into the river while she was still alive because he thought she was dead. And he got killed for it. Honestly. He had it coming. Deserved. Truly deserved. Well, let's see who our next poor victim is. Go. Let's rock. Oh shit, we're rocking. Was this Gavin? It's gotta be him, right? Look at this dude's hair. We love you.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, I love Gavin.
Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for a special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gavineers. Guilty as charged. This ends the first part of tonight's show. It will now be a 20-minute intermission. July 7th, 8:05 p.m., backstage hallway.
This is so cool. Us at a Gaviner's concert.
Gaviners. I think it's called. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. Did he invite us? How nice of him, if that's the case. The Gaviners, putting the sick back in music.
Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice, sending us those tickets at 20% off.
Okay, not free. Still to pay.
They're hard to get a hold of, you know.
When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. That's what I just said. Maybe Apollo is more like us than we thought.
Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo.
It really is.
You know, like we're a couple of VIPs? I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviner show.
Trucy. You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name?
Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy.
Gavineers. Like the Lumineers or a hipster band. That could work. Phonetics is a weird thing.
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock.
God awful, maybe. Oh, this is... What a good sprite. This is so cute. Like Diihaa face. Blessed. Blessed sprite. That one's rare. Haven't seen that one before, you know.
I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gaviner's albums and 15 concert videos.
That was quite a bit of impulse shopping.
I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance.
For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. The best parts of Eeny Miny. God. Yeah. You would have imagined me here at a Gaviner's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, it was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that's Trucy. Oh, this is his dressing room. Is that a cop costume? Ah, you made it. Whoa, whoa, buddy. Don't have to lean into my face like that. I mean, sure, other people wouldn't mind.
Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets.
The invoice you sent along with them.
You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin.
Nothing like music to brighten up the mood, after all. After a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Who is this? Lamoureux?
Lamoureux is singing, right? Siren of the Ballad?
Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for the show. Oh, a woman. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lamoureux says... You praise me too highly. Oh, she talking third person. Is this her? Oh, no. Whoa, who is this guy? He's huge. Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain, Latous? Latous. Pardon my French. Romain Let... Oh my god. How did I not see that? This this game sometimes. I forgot every name is a joke name, except for like main characters. Romain Lettuce. Okay. All right, well that's what his name is now. I can't unhear it. Mr. Romain Lettuce. I feel like yeah. Never mind. Lamoureux's messenger and her interpreter, incidentally. It is a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for Lamoureux to be heard in this country. What? Who? She speaks in wingdings. That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Oh, she's very pretty. I wish I could I wish I could give a better voice than this. Get a girl who will serenade you in wingdings. You know what? I already started the bit. I'll commit it. I'll commit to it. Whatever.
Ooh, it's Lamoureux. I'm actually meeting Lamoureux.
Lamoureux, mysterious songstress. A quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lamoureux says, "We have long looked forward to this joint performance." Apollo was a simp. I guess so. Look, you can be a fan of an artist without being a simp. Although he probably is one, let's be honest. Look, Apollo, she can't even... She talks in wingdings. Look, maybe you're into that. Who am I to judge? Ah, Lamoureux, your voice. It is art. Said it was lilting through the air. You're right. No one says that if they're not completely down bad for someone. You know what? Whatever. I'm not. Bit's over. I'm not gonna torment you guys anymore. Yeah, without this piano to guide me. Without his piano to guide me. It is but a voice. What? She has a mysterious companion. Nice glasses. I've seen this kid somewhere before.
He plays piano at all of Lamoire's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist.
Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. There'll be a joke about Phoenix right in there somewhere. Allow me to introduce Machi Tobae. What's the joke here? Maki? Machi? I'm trying to see the joke. Machito Baye. If you like put the two names together, maybe there's a joke. He's blind. Oh, blind. That's why he wears the glasses. This is why he never strays far from Lamoire. Oh, sorry, Apollo. But, I guess that just means she's taken. My Cheeto buy him at your local grocer. They're always together. Damn. Well. Looks like she's not the one, Apollo. Like some characters from some fairy tale.
Lamoire, so, what's that word? Exotic. And mysterious.
She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. What do you mean, at least her eyes? Her veil's like mostly translucent. You can see her face. Hers is a kind of sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm.
Sights into song. So poetic.
She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. Guitar Serenade. I hope you enjoy it.
I can't wait.
Now's the time. For the next part, giving the Gaviners hard rock a little rest. Armoire, the stage is yours. Band members will not play during Lamoire's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lamoire's dulcet voice. My guitar, of course.
Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know?
I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in Chords of Steel. He wanted to be on stage with Lamoire. How cute. Shall we hit the stage then?
Good luck, Mr. Gavin.
Take care your hearts aren't stolen away. Yeah?
Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly.
I want to snoop around. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace. This cutscene's sick. He stole away the keys my heart held on to so tight. Oh, we got the 3D graphics too. "3D Gavin is kind of cursed though." Oh no. No, why'd you zoom in on him? Oh. Putting Gary's mod ASAP? I'm sure he's in there. What the? What the? Uh-oh. Is this supposed to happen? Oh, okay. I'm waiting for something bad to happen. Cabin in the background. He's... I'm sure it's part of the show. Right, Gavin? July 7th, 9:05 p.m., backstage hallway.
Wasn't Lamoire amazing? I even cried a little.
I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar.
Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production.
What a destruction. I did not think I'd get a cutscene like that in a Phoenix Wright game ever. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was.
Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero.
I'm not sure I'd call that art.
Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show.
How many breaks does this band need? Gavin versus dressing room. Oh, he's mad. Now, what the heck was that? I was never even consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible.
He seems upset.
Hello, Justice. Were you the one who tried to torch me? Hey, I didn't do it.
There's so much risking your life for art.
The guitar serenade is ruined. Ruined.
Well, let's try to talk to him at least.
I'm not sure that's the best move right now. We'll talk to a very angry Clavier Gavin in the next stream. Ugh. This was a productive night. We solved the first case. Well, I guess not the first case. I don't know. Does anyone like count the prologue case as the first case? Whatever. It's the first in my heart. Chapter 1. You know, there's like prologue and then chapter 1. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll be back on Sunday for another stream. So get excited. I don't have anything to say, do I? Any announcements? No. Nothing. Okay, nothing comes to mind, so it probably doesn't matter. If I forget it, it's probably not that important. Alright, well. Have a good night, everyone. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you later. Who won the stream on this, this jam of a beat. This jam of a soundtrack. Rock out.